Hello everyone, this is Maxine, Kaye, and yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Wow, can you believe that it's been about nearly 6 months since we have been moving through these unusual and interesting, fascinating times? Overall, I'd say we're doing quite well. There are people who are not doing so well, and our hearts go out to them and our prayers lift them up. And at the same time, we feel gratitude for our ability to move with the flow, to be creative, to be flexible, to make the changes we need to make in order to move through this, all of us together, with as much grace as possible. I understand that sometimes it just gets to be too much. And you've heard of people, maybe even somebody whose initials you sign, who occasionally just lose it. It just gets to be too much. The uncertainty, the worry, the concern, all kinds of concerns, not only health, but financial and so forth. I wonder what we really mean when we say, I don't want to lose it. What is it that we're fearing we'll lose? Our minds? Well, that's a phrase that's often used, but it's really not possible to lose your mind. First of all, your mind is part of God's mind, and God's mind can't ever be lost. Is it our balance we lose? Well, I guess sometimes we can, both mentally and physically and emotionally, but that's very temporary. We get up again, and we stand strong in spirit, and we move ahead. Do we lose our sense of connection? Yes, we don't lose our connection. We can't. Why? Because we are part and parcel of the one living spirit, the one life, the one mind, which is God itself. But we can forget that. And people tend to lose it in losing their sense of being permanently connected to the stream of life and love, peace and power and joy that's intrinsically within and all around us. So there's so many things that people are doing now that they may not have been doing quite as much before. Have you noticed that food becomes very important, and that people who never even spent much time in the kitchen before, except perhaps to clear the table, are now getting very excited about creating recipes. It's a very wonderful thing to do. It's a beautiful creative outlet, and it feeds people on many levels. Do you remember what we used to hear? Food is love, right? Do you ever think that, Yoga? Food is love? No, she knows love is love. She knows food is to eat. But food is love is something that we've heard about. Did that get your appetite up? Did you want to get down? She's okay for now. She's okay all the time, actually. But food is not love. Let's get clear about this. God is love. Now, food and its preparation and presentation and sharing with friends and loved ones can be an expression of love, and it is. But let's get clear about this. God is love. Food is a wonderful opportunity to express that love, and there are so many other opportunities as well. Oh, I just want to engage all of us in going more deeply into the living waters of spirit within us, and realizing that our nurture begins from within. I know it's wonderful to cuddle a warm puppy. We do that as often as possible, but let's let ourselves be cuddled as well. Let's realize that we are always at home with spirit, and that we will never lose it. We cannot. And what we can do is deepen this connection and our awareness of it at all times. And you know, our beloved Ernest Holmes, who was the founder of Science of Mind, was brilliant in so many ways. He really understood about principle, how the law works. he taught the same things that Jesus taught in terms of sowing and reaping, with more practical everyday words, of course, but those are very practical words of Jesus, aren't they? What we reap is based on what we have sown. But Ernest talked a lot, and shared a lot, and taught a lot about how the law works. And that's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful component of our philosophy. But he also was a man of soul, a mystic, and he touched deeply into the heart of the divine. And if you have a Science of Mind textbook, look in the back. You'll find many beautiful meditations that bring us to this sense of a sweet, embraceable divine connection. Remember, he suggested to us that we court the present and then direct the law. So I'd like to share one of his wonderful meditations, as he calls them. This is on page 536 of Science of Mind. And yoga likes this one too. It's called The House of Love. I dwell in the house of love. My dwelling place is filled with peace and eternal calm. Love attends me in my home of the soul, and joy awaits upon me in the secret place of the Most High. My house is built for me by the hand of love, and I shall never leave this home of the Spirit, for it is always present. I shall abide in this home forevermore. My house is a house of love. Isn't that beautiful? Let's all remember that this is the home in which we truly live, no matter where we are, no matter what is taking place temporarily in our lives or in our world. And let's just live in this home together, especially now, since you and I and all of our other beloveds in our spiritual community are not gathering personally, physically. We do gather on Zoom. We do gather every way that we can, virtually. But especially now, let's remember that our home is bigger than that. And we're dwelling in it right now. And every time we connect in this way or in prayer, or any other way, we're really celebrating the home in which we live. So we don't have to keep it together. We don't have to grin and bear it. We just need to stay home in the heart of God. So I'm happy to be with you today. And tomorrow you'll have the opportunity to be with Reverend Mike while he shares his love note with you. And then, of course, his Saturday morning Science of Mind book study. Get in touch with him and he'll let you know how to join us. It's wonderful. And then Sunday morning, of course, we have our live stream. And all you need to do is go to cslphilly.org, click on that link that gets you right to our live stream Sunday celebration at 10:30. We had a little glitch last week, but we've handled that. So come ahead, tune in, be with us, and then check out, with that same link, you can check out past love notes that are archived, past Sunday morning live stream celebrations that are archived, and it's just another way to stay in touch. We love doing that. And you can also continue to give so beautifully and lovingly and generously. Make your contributions through the website in order to keep your beloved community, your spiritual home, healthy and alive. We're so grateful. It is so important right now. So thank you. We love you. And yoga says, bye for now.